Good morning. Happy Monday. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, here with some words of wisdom to get you thinking and moving and feeling and overall just engaging more fully with life. We have a card deck we haven't seen in a little while, and I love the back of this card, but I also think this is a great opportunity. That's the word that's coming to me with this opportunity. Good morning, Joe Neal. Welcome from home. Glad you're back and I'm back. Here we are. So, hope you're feeling okay and taking time to recoup. That would be good. Good morning, Carolyn. Welcome. One of the things we all know, those of us who've had surgeries of various kinds, that when we start feeling good, that is not a signal to start going back to doing things like we do regularly, because your body will let you know quickly. Yep, not ready yet. Good morning, Gwen. Had a rough night. Okay, well, glad you're here. Get some energy moving here. Send you some good juju. Healing energy. Healing energy moving all around. Good morning, Beth. Welcome. Glad you're here. As you can all see, I'm back in my own digs and had the night to myself because my sister took my dad down by her for a day, and they'll be back sometime today, not sure when. But everybody just breathe in this healing energy we're sending around amongst our practical rebels and then beyond. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Oh, that feels good. In through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Yes, awesome. All right, hands prayer position at your heart and just feeling the energy. Just feeling the energy. The divine in me honors the divine in you. And this card that comes from the Earth Magic deck by Stephen D. Farmer, I think is perhaps a cue, a signal, a way to help us realize it's time to step a little deeper, a little more deeply. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome into the transformative power that we have. It's time for us to make a difference energetically. It's time for us to expand beyond whatever level we're vibrating at and vibrate higher. That's where we're at. That's where we're at. And part of the card is asking us to pick out some objects that we then can view as sacred, as harbingers of the divine all around us. And so I was looking around my desk going, wow, I've got a lot of stuff here. A lot of stuff that when it catches my eye, it reroutes me. Good morning, Mel. Welcome. Back onto the path that's leading to where I'm meant to be going, to higher vibration, to more fully living a life, etc. So that's where we're going today. Good morning, Abigail. Glad you're here. Earth Magic deck, Stephen D. Farmer, and our card. First, I want to show you the back of the card because I just think this is so important that we all get this. As above, so below. As within, so without. The Emerald Tablet. We influence all of this. It's all connected. We cannot say, well, I'm just going to strip mine over here and it's not going to have an impact over there. Or I'm just going to spew methane over here and it's not going to have an impact over there. Or I'm going to dump into the Great Lakes and it's not going to have an impact on the rest of the world. Garbage. Literally, garbage, right? It's all connected. Look at that connection. As above, so below. And look below. There's the bird standing there. I don't know if it's a crane or an egret or what it is, but there it is. So that's part of what we're going to appreciate today. But our card is ceremony, invocation. And there's a lot going on in this card. And as I read, the author points out some of the things that are going on in this card. But for the moment, just notice that she's practicing a ritual of some sort. She's creating an altar. She's preparing for a ritual of some sort. So, nice deep breath, opening ourselves to receive this message. Because every day is a sacred day, and every day deserves to be met with some ceremony. Ceremony, invocation. It is in sacred ceremony that we have one of the greatest opportunities to experience communion with Source, capital S. God, Creator, Universe, however you look at it. I like Spirit. One where the perceived dualities of both heaven and earth merge into an experience of the divine. And notice that word, perceived. It's not separate. We in our little human brains have created separateness, but really, literally, it does not exist. Good morning, Angie. Welcome. Glad you're here. Glad you're here. So, one where perceived dualities of both heaven and earth merge into an experience of the divine. Through the use of sacred pieces that have become imbued with spiritual significance, we bring forth ceremony catalyzed by clear intention and preparation. Hear that? Clear intention and preparation. So it's living our day-to-day lives intentionally, not just going about our business, not being unawakened, but paying attention. What is literally going on in my world today, right? So, sacred ceremony is prayer in action. Sacred ceremony is prayer in action. So, oops, wrong side of the card. There we go. All right. So, in this card, in this image, a woman kneels before an altar where a number of crystals have been placed, light emanating from her hands. We see incense burning. We see snake spirit resting nearby, and various ethereal beings appear in the wispy shroud of light above her head. All the while, the tapestry upon which she sits appears to be on fire, symbolizing the fiery passion brought on by the intense focus of spirit that has been invoked for this ceremony. Calling spirit forth in this way facilitates a direct and heartfelt sense of relatedness to Source. Relatedness to Source. So, it says, whether through indifference, depression, life crisis, we certainly have a whole lot of crisis going on, don't we? The upheaval of all kinds of things, and any other manifestations of mental, emotional, or physical blockages, you have drifted from the intimacy with spirit for which you yearn. We'd all like to feel connected. Sometimes we feel disconnected within ourselves, right? We're not, they even have terms for that in the psychological world about that disconnection from self, dissociation, disconnection from our body, all kinds of things. It is important to do what you can to regain an experience of spiritual power that is contained within you and all around you. So it's already there. You don't have to create it. You're just tuning back into it. You're removing whatever barriers have gotten between you and that sense of connection. Do so by conducting a ceremony, one that involves not only spirit, but also material objects you consider sacred. The value of having the objects, I believe, so I'm just going to pick one off my desk here. I have this beautiful stone. I call it the celestial stone because I just like how it swirls around there. Whenever I see it, whenever I hold it, it evokes certain things for me. And it's kind of like an aid, a teacher's aid to get me where I want to be in terms of thinking with regard to spirit, okay? So here's the suggestion for us. Set up an altar in a convenient area that is apart from your usual living space. You can just put something in a corner. Doesn't really matter where you put it, on your coffee table, whatever. Start with representations of the four major elements. Earth, certainly a rock would fit for that. Air, I have feathers. Feathers, I think, for me, represent air. Fire, let's see, what around here would represent fire? Ah, okay. I always have this sitting out. I love the colors of it. Feels very, very organic and very fire-like to me. And water. I've got a lot of water ones here. A lot of blue, a lot of flowy things, all kinds of stuff. So for the representation of the four major elements, and then add just a few sacred objects. How do you do this? Just set your intention. Okay, I want to bring together things that help me move toward my intention for this particular thing. And he'll talk in a minute about what do we set intention for, right? Set your intention for the ceremony, such as whether for healing, celebration, honoring a particular earth season or cycle, anything you choose. The creation of wisdom, your earth walk. You can honor all kinds of things and bring spirit into them so they're more sacred as you're doing them. Let's see. Do an invocation to call upon your spirit guides. Breathe their presence. Isn't it interesting that the first thing in this invocation is breath? We inspire our intention. We expire anything that gets in the way, anything that no longer serves. So let's take a moment right now and do some of this. What would be an intention? Something you'd like to bring into your everyday. So I'll show you something I just received. This cute little live edge bowl, inside of which there are 3 little crafted clay. This one is listen. I'm going to show you all 3. What the heck? This one is dance. And this one is wish. So they just sit right here in this little container that holds space for them. How cool is that? But it's always there as a reminder. I can see it every day, and I can pick one of those. And the invocation part of it, breath. So let's do that right now. Breathe in through the nose. Out through the mouth, just to clear space. Now in this open space, what intention would you like to set? It can be an intention for today. It can be an intention just for the morning. It can be an intention for your life. It can be an intention for something you're ready to release. It can be an intention for holding open space for whatever's preparing to flow in. Set an intention, and let's breathe. And your ceremony can be as simple as that. Doesn't have to be big bells and whistles. Doesn't mean you have to smudge your entire house. Doesn't mean you can. You certainly can. If that's what feels called for, certainly do that. But it can be small things. And then bring in, request, invite in your spirit guides. I don't know if any of you have done Reiki sessions. Oftentimes the person conducting this session will invite in your spirit guides, invite in your ancestors, invite in all those of good intention to support the work. You can do that. There's no reason you can't invite that in. I invite in all of my ancestors, my spirit guides for my highest and best good. I invite in spirit. I'm open to receiving, however you want to put it, right? Breathe in their presence and ask these divine beings to guide you throughout the process. Trust their guidance. Feel your heartbeat and keep breathing. Breath is the key to the actual experience of spirit. And creating a ceremony is the vehicle that supports this. So again, the ceremony isn't the be-all and end-all. It's merely the vehicle, right? And when you're calling in spirit, all of what's already in you, but sometimes gets dusty. Let's call it dusty, because we live our lives, we bustle about like crazy, we lose touch with the heart and soul. The heart and soul. Even just doing this several times a day can be hugely helpful. Very healing. Just breathe into that. Put your hands on your chest. Red-tailed hawk out the window. Fabulous. I had 2 eagles follow me for a while on my way up to my little retreat. I took that as a sign. I took that as a sign. So just breathing into your hands and into your heart. Taking moments here and there. When you're sitting at a stoplight, there's nothing to keep you from doing this. Take a moment. How many little pauses to refresh do you think you could fit in a day? How lovely will you feel afterward? Yes, hug yourself is helpful. Absolutely. My yoga instructor will often have us do this and then switch to put the other arm on top. And typically one way feels more comfortable than the other. It's just how we're wired. But doing the other way is really useful. So that is our card for today. Ceremony, invocation. So first thing this morning, I was going to prepare for a meeting tonight. But nope, I'm going to be doing a ceremony instead. I think that's what's being called for. Have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you are capable of far more than you think you are. Bye-bye.